Yeah, yeah, yeah. Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burt and Bogies, holding one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch, putt, and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and high times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front. Tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt. Discuss in the course, weed strains for lunch. Straight shooters on the greens, not a front. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and high times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Smoking aces, laces tied tight. With a puff we fly, elevate the night. Golf ball soaring, higher than a kite. Fairway to heaven, shining real bright. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and high times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff.
Welcome back to another episode of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff podcast. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Before we get rolling with our guest tonight, got to give a few shout outs to some sponsors, starting off with my guy over at Mulligan Wear. Go check out John over at Mulligan Wear _ on Instagram. Click the link in the bio, take you right to his site where you can find some dope hats, polos. He's got a couple of hoodies on there. Constantly coming out with new things, great quality material, great pricing, but we're going to save you a couple bucks. So when you're over there at checkout, make sure you use promo code PUFF10. PUFF10 will save you 10% at checkout and get your hands on some of the dopest material and dopest merch in the game over at Mulligan Wear _ Click on Instagram, click the link in the bio, and we'll take you right to the site, PUFF10, for your 10% off discount. Also, we got Back9 Botanicals. Make sure you guys go check out back9botanicals.com. They're taking over the CBD game in the golf world. They got the Moonlight Mulligan, the Birdie Boost, the Tea Time Sunrise for the gummies. They also have the Muscle and Joint Stick. I've been using that lately on the shoulder. Been doing the trick for me. So go check out back9botanicals.com. Use promo code TPUFF10 to save yourself 10% at checkout. And don't forget to check out the shooters. They got the 10 milligram THC shooters, where strawberry, passion fruit, and the orange. So go check those guys out. And then we got Marty, Trouble Off the Tee, TroubleOffTheTee.com. Go check him out, Trouble Off the Tee. Something that the Pitch, Putt, and Puff crew, it's a rule for us, is we never lay up. So go check out the line of hats he has over there, the Never Lay Up, I'll Go Alone, Scratch Golfer, Golf of America. I don't know, there's a bunch of them. Marty constantly doing new things over there. So go check out TroubleOffTheTee.com. While you're over there, make sure you listen to the audiobook available on Spotify and Audible. TroubleOffTheTee.com, promo code PUFF20. PUFF20 will save you 20% at checkout. And then we got Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. They got the 2 milligram mints. Now, this one here is what I highly recommend. This here is the Variety Pack. The Variety Pack offers you the power, flow, and rebound. I recommend trying this one first, where you can knock the microphones down. You can find the one that best suits you. You can definitely get in there, find the one that best suits you. I'm a big fan of the rebound for rest and recovery. But tonight we're going to get into it. Fellow co-host of the Upstate Golf Guys and Conspiracy Chaos has decided to branch out and start to do his own thing a little bit with the YouTube game. Florida Mike, GolfinLefty on YouTube. What's up, brother? Thanks for jumping on.
What's up, my guy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Most of the listeners know, who you are, your background and all that from the other pods and shit, but I figured your page, man, you started something new a little bit outside the box for you, I think, as well.
Yeah.
I can see you're getting a little bit more comfortable behind the camera, behind the mic. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your plans with the YouTube page?
Well, so obviously, with you being there behind me from start to finish, same with Anthony and Upstate Golf Guys. I wasn't really sure, I was just like, yeah, sure, I got some time to kill. I'll do it. I'll jump on a podcast. It's all about. Mm-hmm. And I've quickly become obsessed, I guess. I love it. I think it's cool. I just recently started a YouTube channel, like 11 days ago, I think. Yep. GolfinLefty. And I do have a 9-hole video on there. I have like a 5-minute driver practice session.
Okay.
On there in about, I'd say about 20 shorts. And surprisingly, I'm getting some pretty good hits. And your video I put on there is almost at like 2K views too. So it's pretty dope to see. We'll see where it goes. I'm going to be filming again on the 24th.
Okay. Now you had a videographer with you for the one round you played out there, right?
Yeah. So his name is Chris Dios, and his company, his business, Moose Media LLC. And he's getting pretty big. You know, he's doing a lot of, he does like business photos, videos. He helps a friend of mine who flips houses. My buddy just started doing videos of him flipping houses. Saw
Okay.
some of his work. I reached out to my buddy Doug, who does the house flipping, and he hooked me up with Chris. And you know, I wasn't really sure what I wanted. Like,
Mhm.
obviously, you know me. I watch a ton of YouTube golf. Like, it's probably like if I have any free time is what I'm watching. So I kind of had an idea what I wanted. Obviously, price is involved
Sure.
on what exactly you do want to do. So we did 9 holes. People can see it on, my very first video. I honestly didn't think I did bad. I
Yeah.
didn't do great, obviously. Like, I didn't blow it out of the water, obviously, but hitting that, like the start of that video where I hit that driver straight down the middle, dude, I was so nervous.
Oh yeah.
Like stepping up to a national championship, final hole, you're up 1, or something, and you get those nerves, those butterflies, like
Oh
excitement.
yeah.
So it was nice to pipe it down the middle. It was
Yeah.
awesome. So I mean, we'll see where it goes. This is just gonna be awesome for like us in the future as well. Like when you guys come down here,
Mm-hmm.
whatever month you decide, we are definitely gonna do a 18-hole professional film. We'll think of some type of game to play. I'll get another buddy of mine. Um, that's a good stick to play with us.
We could
We'll
do a
have some
little
fun, man, while you're down there.
Nassau or something. You guys ever play Nassau down there where it's like front, back, overall, and then you do birdies and then greenies and all that shit? That's always a
That's
good one.
oh yeah, that's what our league is.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. Our league is front, back, and overall score.
Yep.
But we have 4 points for birdies, 6 points for eagles, pars 2 points, bogeys 1, and then if you ain't getting that, just pick it up and move on.
I almost had
Um,
another eagle today, man. I rolled one out on 12. I missed it. I didn't even have to get out of the cart to putt. Like it was on the edge for bird. Yeah, I shot another 39 on the back 9 today. I'm figuring it out, Mike, man. It's honestly a lot of, I'll have to say this, and you guys can go watch the videos for yourself with some of the instructional stuff you're doing. But you helped me out a lot with that driver because of the way I was swinging. I wasn't getting the torque through it. I was just swinging mostly upper body, not really getting too much of my lower body into it. And like, as a baseball reference, I'll say squish the bug. You always want to squish the bug on your back
yep.
foot there. And I've been starting to do that. My one problem I've noticed when I'm doing that though, if I do miss, it's because I'm not finishing my swing and rolling the hand over. But on my
But
short game,
let me ask you this with the driver. So with your miss with the new swing,
mm-hmm.
you're obviously getting more club head speed and you're hitting the ball further. Like I never asked you about if you tilted until I got to see you, but I always knew because of the way you talked. Like I could see your build. You know what I'm saying? We've talked. I know you're an athlete, basketball, baseball. And I'm like, there's no way that this guy should be standing on a tee box with a driver hitting stingers 220. There's absolute no way. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And then when I put you in that tilt and we had that drivable par 3, was that 5?
The gully hole drivable par 4. Yep, yep.
Yep. So when you put in that tilt, I mean, you did miss it right. Obviously, the timing's off, and it was a new concept. But
Sure.
you were just short of the pin, which was what, 275, 280.
Yeah, dude. Let me tell you. All right. So you've been we're going on almost a month now, 3 weeks. I've landed that green about 8 times since you left. Like
It's nice, isn't it?
legit eagle attempts. I haven't made one eagle. Usually finish off the bird, but it's not like I'm right next to the hole because that hole is a tough hole as it is. But like
Yeah.
I'm getting them up there. If I'm not on there, I've gone past it a few. I've rolled off the back a few times. Like I had one day
That's
where
awesome.
I shanked one right. I had to take the drop, and it would have been an eagle. I ended up with a par because I had to take the drop. You know what I mean? Like to be able to go, and we were playing with guys from our league, and they're like, "Oh, what are you gonna lay this one up?" We're not fucking going for the par, man. And I cracked it up there. That's pitch putt putt, baby. We don't lay up, man.
That's it, bro. That's it. Hey, listen, I got a perfect story for them never trouble off the tee. Very first hole today. Dude, I drove the ball well. You saw the video of the golf course I was playing. I shot an 89, but it should have been a 79. Like I was hitting the ball well. The driver was real good. Chipping was good. So very first hole we started 18. I put my ball par 5 down the middle. Now the green is separated from the fairway by a gross, I don't know, pond that kind of like has a creek that goes in front of the green.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 250. I was like, man, second swing of the day, you know, like I'm not going to swing out of my shoes. I'm going to swing easy. I was like, well, if I get it there, I was like, I don't know what the wind's doing. Like this first hole of the day, you know, and I hit this thing on a rope and it literally hit the very top of the seawall and kicked it back into the water. It kicked into the water instead of forward. And I ended up, but I didn't lay up. I was going for it. Second swing of the day.
Absolutely, you got to go for it.
Yeah, I ended up parring the hole, but yeah, dude. Every time we talk about never lay up, I got something, whether it's a good one or a bad result.
That's it, man. So Mike, man, like also I know we kind of talked about it a little bit with the plans of kind of spinning off of the YouTube page and you're getting comfortable behind the camera. You're also going to get into the podcast world with GolfinLefty.
Yes, absolutely. So you know, we've been talking about it and we you know, and Anthony and you especially said, yeah, absolutely, we should do it. So why not? We're gonna give it a shot. It'd be called the GolfinLefty podcast.
Yeah.
I have some ideas already for design wise, logo.
Yeah.
I've even though it's like a far concept, I've even had flashes of what kind of hats,
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
or shirts, you know, just ideas. I'm excited.
I'll tell
If
you
it
what,
don't work,
Mike, speaking of the hats, sorry to cut you off, but speaking of the hats, when you see somebody, like when I had the towels done last year, and like I wouldn't be playing with the guys, and I would see them out there on like Friday night in their league or whatever, but they'd have the pitch putt and puff towel hanging off their bag. I'm like, hell yeah. Like that's I created that logo with clip art. Like that's my shit right there. You know what I mean? Like it's a good feeling. So when you do like you're at the range or something and someone pulls up with a GolfinLefty hat on, you're gonna be like, damn, all right, we're getting somewhere. You know, you see it, or if it gets recognized in public, like when I was at the dispo up at Legacy and my logo got recognized, I was like, all right, like it gave me a confidence boost too, because it was literally like, all right, my work's getting noticed. Like I'm not doing this like just to talk to myself on here. Like it's actually getting noticed. And lately I can see it in the numbers. I've had a good little boost over the past 5-10 episodes, and I'm gonna keep rocking with it.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the sky's the limit, right? I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like you're self-invested.
You have nothing
You
to
know
lose.
what I mean? You have nothing to lose. You know, you and I were talking, you know, like the Florida market's huge. There's lots to talk about Florida, obviously, because of Florida, you got the juniors down here, the amateurs,
Yeah.
that, you know, ball out down here all the time. So
You
rankings
got
huge.
your golf week tour.
Got my golf week tour, which my tour directors, you know, they're excited. You know, I'll be talking about those individual winners, whatnot. Picking their brain. You know, I got also the Tampa tour director. I'm sure we're good friends. I mean, listen, it's gonna
88
do as good
links.
as
You already
88.
have
Oh yeah, I
a
got
great
everybody.
backing
You
and
know,
support from 88 links. You have a great
yeah, and
support.
I got Sweet Swing driving range, the place you
Yeah.
know that I do fit and work at, or volunteer at, I should say, and then I mean, there's just all over, and you know the golf courses. I was out there today, and it was funny. I'm like driving down, just in disgust of these fairways and stuff. I'm like, what if to make it enjoyable? What if I did like a YouTube series where I play the worst courses in Florida,
People would watch that, bro.
and then do a
People want to
ranking?
see that. Yeah, do your course reviews. But all right, so here's the thing that's going to hurt you in that aspect of it. because courses aren't going to want you to show up. They're going to see GolfinLefty there and be like, damn, this dude's going to fucking destroy our course. Like today, I don't know where you were. We don't have to mention it to bash anybody, but the fairways were in pretty rough shape. Like in upstate New York, we haven't had much rain lately, but I will say I played a few different courses over the past couple weeks. The stadium up in Schenectady being one of them, and obviously Freer Park. They're in both those courses are in mint condition considering there's been no rain. Freer does have some dry spots, sure. For a guy like me who hits that low stinger, I don't mind too much because that's another 50 to 80 yards run out. So we'll let him cook. Like I was 40 yards off of the fourth hole today on a tee shot. Like crushed it. It just was probably.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I got it, had a little
awesome
draw to it, and it just kept bouncing. Like Bub's like, yo, bro, that might be on the cart path of 5. I go, no, bro, that's up there. He goes, yeah, I know. It's like probably 30 yards out. And we got up there. It was like 42 yards away or something.
It's awesome. Yeah, and it's funny too because so you guys haven't had any rain, but your course is so green and so plush. We've gotten rain almost every day
And you're
for the last month and a half, and the only thing that's growing is sand on top of sand.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. We got that funny rain, dude. Miracle grows sand and not grass. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand. Now, don't get me wrong. So, we have this thing down here for some reason because Florida's a boom state now. Like everybody's moving here. Houses are going up everywhere. Golf courses are being built, and people are buying older golf courses
and revamping
that are well, not even they're playable. And they buy them thinking, oh, we don't have to have any backing. We'll just let it make it money itself.
Right.
And knowing that, I've talked to a few people around the greens and stuff. It's about, on average, for a decent golf course, like $750,000 a year to maintain down here.
Yeah, sounds about right. So,
we got golf courses down here where people are buying into them, and they have no money. And people are like, yo, dude, you need $50,000 of seed. Like, where's the rye? Or, why is this lawnmower broken? We need to do this. We need to do that. And they're like, well, shit, I don't have any money for that.
And a lot of these people are doing this too because they're seeing the golf boom. They're seeing the YouTube boom. They're seeing the Instagram boom. They're seeing the TikTok boom. They're seeing all this. Golf is up and coming. I was talking about this last night when I had Flower Beverage on. These guys are in the alcohol industry. They previously have a cider business, and they've noticed the reason they transitioned into the THC drinks and the flower is because they see the trend. They see that none of these younger kids are out at the bars. Like we're close to this. We're basically the same age. Mike, when we were in our 20s, we would go out on Friday and Saturday nights. We'd be at the bars. I mean, when I was 21, dude, I was at Wednesday through Saturday, we were going out. Like that's what we did. We could wake up at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning to get to work and no problem,
No problem.
Those kids don't do that now. There's no kids going out and drinking. Like, and I'm in the alcohol industry as well. So like you see the numbers of, the percentages are down. Like I'd say I'm down a good 10% in pretty much the majority of my stores. And some of them are like located near college. So you would think that the young people, the younger generation would be, we have the racetrack up in Saratoga. Let's grab some beers before we go to the track. No, they're stopping at the dispensary. Yo, I got to grab some gummies before we go up here. I got to grab a vape before we go up here. I got to grab some cowboy lemonade before we go up here from the helium.
Yeah.
Pack. Like all of that, dude, that's what's happening. And it's like two sides for me personally. And on the business side, I need the beer market to do good because that's, my main job. But on the cannabis side of it too, it's like, it's good. It's cool to see because I think eventually instead of high noons on the golf course, you're going to see drinks like the flower THC drinks, the Back Nine Botanical Shooters. You're going to see that style of drinks opposed to the Coors Light, the Bud Light, the High Noons, the White Claws. Like, they're going to age out. So with the people, getting popular with golf, they see the younger generation getting involved in golf a lot earlier. Because I mean, we only started playing in our 30s. These kids are now playing, and I played with a 13-year-old kid the other day who shot 2 under. Kid was phenomenal. I played with his dad. I got paired up with his dad today about halfway through, and I was like, "Bro, your kid's a lot better." And he goes, "Yeah, I know, bro. That's why I'm out here right now." But it was, you see it. You see the younger kids coming up. So that's these people are invested in the golf courses to try to bring these young guys in. So like these courses, like where you were today, with it's not the best maintained or well kept, make that cheaper. So a younger group, a younger generation is going to be the type that's going to, young kids don't got a lot of money. Make it $25 for 18 in a cart, or something, $30 for 18 in a cart, where these kids are going to be able to afford it and go there all the time. So eventually when you get that money to fix it up, those kids are already going to, oh, dude, that's our course, what, Silver Lake Country Club, or whatever the fuck it is.
That's close. You're close. You were close, actually.
Was there?
Yeah.
I was just guessing.
Yeah, you're
literally
close.
just put out a random thing because I know there's a bunch of lakes down in Florida.
First half of that was right.
No shit. So, that person's gonna stay there. Like, for example, for me, bro, when I started playing golf, Freer Park was in rough shape. But you know what I did? I kept going there. I kept playing there. I learned the course. Then all of a sudden, they made some improvements. They made some investments. Now, I mean, we roll up there. I know the guy mowing the lawn. I know the guys getting the carts. Like, we're taken care of there. We're treated well there because we supported when it wasn't as what it was back then. That's why we're taken care of the way we are now. So, and same with all the guys in like the loop and shit. They've been playing there for 25, 30 years. There's a group of 24 to 30 guys who go out before us on Sunday. The same thing. They were there every Sunday when the course wasn't in the condition it was. So it's I think that's the route some of these courses need to take that are dealing with that situation down there.
They need to. So here's a good example, and this is like, I don't know why, like, I've developed pet peeves with golf course maintenance people. Like, I love them to death. I know they work hard. It's hot out. Like, I get it, right? But what doesn't make sense is, say you have rough that's a foot and a half high. That's not very fun. Florida, it's thick. If it goes in, you're not finding it. Right. It needs to be mowed, like, as much as possible. And instead, you see a lawnmower on a hole that you're about to tee off on a tee box, mowing the tee box, and it's only sand.
Yeah.
Like, why are you mowing dirt when you could be mowing the rough?
Actual grass.
Yeah. Like, you're a public course, right? So, like you said, you gotta make it cheap, but you gotta make it easy. You're gonna get a bunch of people that go out and shoot 95, 100 all the time. They don't want to go out there and shoot 130.
Hell no.
Because they can't find a ball. You know what I mean? You also don't want people who are like just going out there for the fun of it. They buy a dozen golf balls and they need a dozen more by the turn.
Right.
Like, cut it down. You got nothing to prove. But you'll never have a tournament. You're just a public course where people want to enjoy it. Like, and it's sad too, because, like, I'm sure it's the same way by you, but any house that's on the golf course, its value is judged by the shape of the course.
Yes.
Because if you got $1 million home and you're trying to sell it and you got this goat farm,
you're
not getting $1 million for the house, because ain't nobody gonna want to look back balcony from their $1 million home and see a goat farm.
Dirt spots all over the place. Exactly.
Right. But like, if you got a nice plush golf course that looks real good, then the value of the house either goes up or is what you ask. So it plays a lot, especially in like neighborhoods, And do I by any means know enough to run a golf course? Absolutely not. Like, I know there's fees, there's overhead, there's maintenance. Like, I get it. But
what the average
I would never buy one.
We're giving our comparison of like what the average golfer expects.
Yeah.
Like, we want to see grass on the course when we play.
Yeah. Like, Freer Park. You thank you very much. You took care of me, but I think you said it was like, what, $52 or something like that?
Yeah.
So for $12 more, people could have played your course. Like, you guys are a public course. You guys get a ton of play. And grass is different and everything else. But I mean, it's crazy the night and day of value to a public course. If we had Freer Park down here, dude, that place would be slamming if it looked like that all the time. At $52, are you kidding?
It's slamming out. It's slamming out up there, dude. It's fucking,
full tee sheets.
Bub left after 9 today because the course was so packed, bro. We took this like It was brutal out there, bro. And I almost left, but I ended up turning around on the back. So that's why I did it, man. So I stuck around. But Mike, man, that's what you should do, bro. You should do some of these course reviews, have the owners of the course record it, turn it right into a podcast, do the YouTube version of it, and then do an audio version for the
Yeah, like Spotify.
yeah, for Spotify and Apple. So like basically do the course review, sit down, and then like when you do the sit down with the owner and do like an interview, that's the part you record the audio. But like all the video, then people will go after listening to the audio are gonna want to see what the hell you were talking about. So they'll go check out the YouTube and see what
Right.
the review of the course. And you can do your the talkovers over the YouTube videos and stuff, the voiceovers.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's been kind of fun too, like messing with the editing. I mean, obviously, I haven't gotten like super crazy with it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's cool what you can do with just a video or so.
And
Like
you're
me, dude. I'm computer illiterate. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You know that. Like,
I know that.
um,
That's why I'm going to
but
try to help you and give you the apps that are like the easiest ones to use, like to download. I know you don't have the iPhone, but I really think you should just purchase one just for this and not even like use it as a phone, but just use it to like for
yeah, for videos.
video apps and like shit like
Yeah,
that. In your editing, it will be a little bit easier to function through, and the cameras
yeah.
a little bit better for
Snap it to
shit.
my Gmail or whatever. Send them to my Gmail and then work through it that way or whatever.
Yep, pretty much. I
Yeah.
know Anthony's really good with the video editing. I haven't downloaded that aspect of it yet, but like the photos and like I can do some pretty good like photo editing and what do you call it? I did it for Fairway. I photoshopped the fucking wedding picture for him.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember I saw that. Yeah, that was cool.
He's back. We got a chance to play with Fairway today, so Fairway is back. He'll be back this Sunday.
That's
We'll
awesome.
get,
Tell my
we'll,
congratulations.
I will. He's we'll be out there. I'll recap or preview the weekend for Friday's episode. You're getting a bonus episode this week with Florida Mike, man. So I'm excited for you, bro. Like I said, you already know I'll help you in any which way necessary.
Appreciate you.
Any connections you need me to link you up with, I got you. I know there's a few people that I always recommend, like Marty getting on Trouble Off the Tee. We'll send John over from Mulligan, where we always get Lombardi, obviously Uncle Paulie. I got to give a shout out to Uncle Paulie. So when I did play with that kid the other day, I was like, "Yo, can you guys get NIL deals?" He's like, "I don't know, bro. I'm freshman on the going to be a fresh first year on the varsity golf team. I got no clue." And he was playing with a kid who's a senior. He goes, "I don't know. No one's ever really asked us. We're just golfers, you know." I was like, "Huh." I was like, "Yo, see if you guys can get NILs." So the one kid looks up. He goes, "We can't." I goes, "Or can your school accept sponsors?" So he looks it up, New York State regulations, and they can. It's technically an NIL just through the school. So I reached out to Uncle Paulie. I said, "Would you have any interest in sponsoring a local high school team?" And not even with hesitation, within 3 minutes, absolutely yes. Just connect me, give me the coach's information, this and that. I'm like, yo, this is just like, it's a good dude, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
him. I think
solid, super solid.
and he's always doing a bunch of shit for the kids, a bunch of stuff for the kids, and I think it's really cool. And it's a way to get. It's kind of like I was saying earlier with the golf course. Find a way to get this in the young consumers' hands. You know, the guys who are going to be in 10, 15 years are going to be the people who are spending the money at your course or buying your putters or buying your merch or listening to your podcast or watching your YouTube page or whatever the fucking case may be, man. This is where you start to go after. Like, I obviously am not going to go that route because I'm on the cannabis side of things. But like, even with Anthony at Upstate, try to start finding a way to get what those younger kids are into. So you start drawing them in, so you bring the younger crowd into it to get a bigger audience out of things. Like, because I know, like, if we look at our numbers, we can see the age demographic that we're in, and I don't have too many in the 25 and under, 21 to 25 bracket. I have 25 to 40 is a pretty good demographic for me, and then I got a little 50 to 70 or whatever it is. But
mine's actually just with the few I've looked at, like the ones that have like the biggest views. Mine are spread out, all even on the age.
Okay.
And then it's like 6% women, all the rest men.
Okay. So one tip I will give you, and this is the same thing I said to Anthony. Make sure you're doing this for fun. Don't ever get tied up in the numbers.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The second you make this feel like a job and where you're like, And I've been there. I've had the moments where I'm like, feel like I'm chasing guests, or I've had a couple of guests cancel, and I'm like, fuck, now I got to do a solo, or whatever the case may be. Like, you get defeated at this sometimes. Like, dude, you put the time in, you think you got everything lined up, you're gonna boom, 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 and everything falls to shit. Don't get discouraged. Stay online. Be consistent. So if you're gonna do your YouTube videos on Monday and your podcast on Wednesday, do every episode on, do it Monday, do it Wednesday. Like, keep that shit consistent, because you're the people who, your followers, your fans, they're gonna come and they're gonna want to see the same thing all the time. They're gonna want to know on Monday. Like, I'll give you an example. Fighter and the Kid, a podcast I listen to. It's out every Tuesday and Thursday. So I know when I wake up Tuesday and Thursday, that's up. I know every Monday and Wednesday, I'm probably gonna get a tinfoil hat. Like, those are the type of things that, like, I know what to expect. So people are creatures of habit. They'll know that, okay, GolfinLefty, when I get home today, I'm gonna watch the YouTube video and see what he did, or I'm gonna listen to the podcast and oh man, he reviewed this course. Let's go see what he was talking about on the YouTube. And then it's a whole, and you can have a whole different what you call content on YouTube than what your podcast is. You know what I mean? You could bring it to two separate things, so people aren't watching the same thing. I think you're gonna do good, Mike.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I'm trying to do at the range. Like, I think, like, I'll just do. Like I said, I really need the iPhone, right? Because I can't find a good shot tracer. Now, I think I'm just like on Google, where I buy it on my computer, and then I just the videos to my computer and add it. I got to learn how to do that. I don't even know if that's true. I heard it somewhere.
Watch YouTube.
Maybe to do it that way. Right.
Watch a lot of. You're going to spend a lot of time watching YouTube, man. Like, in your downtime.
I already do.
Throw up a YouTube video. How do I edit this? Or what's the best app to do this? And it will break it down to you. For, like, tell them what equipment you're using. They'll find it. Someone's already done it. You know what I mean? Like, if you thought of it, someone's already done it, kind of thing. But
yeah, for sure.
I'm excited for you, bro.
So
I really am.
I'm gonna do some. I'll do some videos at the range tomorrow. I'm gonna go practice, and I already did my wedges practice. I made like a short for each wedge and posted it. So then tomorrow I'll do my wedges, and then I'll record me doing iron practice.
Okay.
And then I'll put that up for shorts, and then just break them and then break it down. That's what I've been doing in sections, and then I'll do woods and hybrids, and I did that driver already to try it. Man, I hit that driver so good today.
I seen Uncle Paulie came out with
that
a driver.
video too.
Oh, you cut out there.
What was that? You broke up.
Yeah, you cut out there. I just seen a video. You're talking about drivers. Uncle P just came out with a driver. Gold
you saw
Lombardi. That? Yeah, gold Lombardi driver. So he's doing big things, man. That's the thing. Get it on the high school kid's hands. See what he does, man.
I love it. He's wild with a big heart, and I'm here for it.
Absolutely.
I'm here for it. And like, dude, I had one of those days today, man. Sorry, I'm moving closer. Maybe that's what me. I think it's starting to get cloudy. So.
Oh, there you go. It was a little choppy for a second, but yeah, dude. Let's roll it back to your content and stuff. I'm excited for you. I think you're gonna take the time, and you're, like I was saying, be consistent. Keep putting them out there. Anyway, I can help for sure. I got you. I'll help you out get the RSS feed set up. I say we give it a good, like, another 2 weeks or so before you get your first one done. I'll sit in, like, I will literally sit in the stage and just produce the side of things for you, just to make sure you're not fucking anything up. Or, if I feel like you're umming and ahhing, I'll pause it and say, yo, restart. You're pausing too much. Or that's what I did for Anthony. You can ask him. Me and Mikey were sitting there, and I go, Mike, watch this. I'm not even going to hit record, but I'm going to tell Anthony I am. And 30 seconds, and he's like, bro, we got to start over. I go, bro, I didn't even hit record yet. He goes, what do you mean? I go, I didn't do it. I go, because I knew you were going to stumble. That's what happens. I did it myself. Like, you got to, and you have the confidence. You have the confidence of being on Upstate. You have the confidence of being on Chaos, being on here. Like, you know what to do. You know how to, like, set it up. You have that.
Yeah.
Everything you need for questions on to guests, and you're going to have some cool guests on. And I think you're going to rock, bro. I really do. I think it's going to blow up.
The best part is like, you know, I would have never done this without you guys. So to me, it's not like me leaving. Like it's like the family tree's getting bigger. You know
That's
what I'm
the way I'm
saying?
looking at it. I told you to go
The
do this.
family's getting bigger. You
I
know, and
reached,
I think
I,
that's
re-
cool.
I reached out to you on the side. I said, bro, you're shortchanging yourself. Do your own fucking podcast along with it. Why not?
Why not?
You're getting a good following on this. You got support from Dave from 88 Links. Use promo code Upstate20 to save yourself 20% over there. 88 Links. I don't have a hat in front of me. It's over there. Can't reach it right now. But
Amazing company, amazing dude, super chill. Like
it's
he's just one of
yeah,
the happiest people I've ever met.
like boom. You already know you got a guest in that right there. You already know you can
Yep.
get the I forget the name of your range, but the
Sweet
driver.
swing.
Yeah, sweet swing. You got
My
those guys
coach.
right. Yeah, you got your coach. You got me.
I
You
got
got
players.
Dan, you got players. You got people from the courses. You got um, tour directors.
Yeah.
You're good for 6 months of content right now if you dropped one episode a week.
Dude, I have, and you know me, you know, like my brain never stops. Like I never sleep. And, dude, I probably on a piece of paper wrote down like 30 different ideas of content, you know, and then I have
Yep.
like another, like half a page of like merch and like GLP and like what colors or like this and that, what the logo is going to look like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited, dude.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Let's get it up and running sooner than later, bro. Keep pumping out the YouTube content for now. And then,
Yeah.
like I said, in the next couple of weeks, we'll get you up and running with the RSS feed.
I'm hoping the first week of September, a new video will be dropping.
Okay.
This one's going to be, I want to say, it's going to be better because we're going to be able to use a drone.
Okay.
This is going to be a private golf course. You've seen it. I've played it in tournaments, but I don't want to ruin it for anybody who
Yeah.
hasn't. So it's going to be fire, and
Yo,
we're both excited for it. And the last time I played 9 there, and I don't want to jinx nothing, but I shot 1 under. Remember, I told you the story.
oh yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna do break 40. I'm just gonna
Nice.
record the back and do a break 40
Hell yeah.
and see what happens. And or a break 32 from the front tees.
Okay. I think
I
that's a
haven't
cool idea. I want
I
to do
haven't
that for a
decided yet.
weekend scramble. Next time we do a scramble with the PPP, I think we're gonna play from the golds. I think it'll be a little interesting, especially on some of the par fives. Guys might try to like on 7. I might try to get up over those trees from there. I reached the trees now. I might try to really get it like really tight as I can to that corner.
Exactly.
I got burnt today, bro. I had a shot right there. Hit it right at that corner. It bounced to the left, so I had a shot. Group in front of us was playing super slow, so I got a little caught up. And just sitting there waiting. So I'm like, all right, I'm keep swinging, just trying to stay loose. I'm talking to Bub to keep my mental like into the golf and into what we're doing. I've noticed doing that, like opposed to like I feel like doing something like if it's slow play, I got to spark up a conversation. I got to take my mind off of golf so the time doesn't like stop.
Yeah.
And that's been a big help. Like when I'm paying attention to what the fuck I'm doing, like really focusing on taking the mental side of things a lot more serious. And that's, dude, Sunday, my mental game was unfazable until like even at the end. I was like, yo, I'm good, but like I just played it so safe on that last putt. I could have had the 77, but I just played it so safe. Like I was like, I want to be under 80. I haven't done it in a year and a half. Like I need this right now. You know
Yeah, for sure. It's funny you say that too about slow play because you know I haven't played with my buddy in a long time. His name's John Bell. He goes by One Legged Bell on Instagram. So he played a big part in the Adaptive Pro Tour. You know, it's a tour for golfers, veterans, disabled, you know, disabilities, and they have categories like amputees, you know, stuff like that. It's awesome. It's awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been so busy, so I haven't got to play with him. I got to play with him today. And man, we had these 2 groups in front of us that were just so slow, right? And it's hot. we're Florida, August. It don't get cooler just because we're out of July. It's still pumping, and I'm sitting in the shade, and I'm like, dude, I'm starting to get agitated. And he's like, dude, he goes, you know what I do when I play in tournaments, like to make up for the slow play? And I was like, what? He goes, when I hit my tee shot and I'm in the middle and we're all waiting, he goes, I walk where I want my next shot to be, and I walk back and I count it.
Yeah. Gotta do something, bro.
Yeah. And he
Gotta
says
do
usually
something.
by the time he like walks back and gets behind his ball, the green
It's
is
time to
cleared.
go.
He
Oh.
knows the yardage. He's stayed in the hole the whole time, and then boom.
What I was doing too, if like his ball was to the right or mine's to the left, I was driving to his and walking to mine. Just to like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
just same shit. Just doing that kind of thing, bro. So like there's things you gotta do in the mental aspect of golf, bro, for sure.
Yeah. Like it's funny too, because like my buddy Jason, who's he's an awesome guy, and he's usually my playing partner in the fall and stuff like that. And I totally just lost where I was going. That's hilarious.
Because you're on the pitch pump puff and you're fucking stoned, man. But let's
That's
wrap
it, dude.
up.
I just ripped this bowl. That is true.
Let's
Um,
let's wrap up with 3 questions though, so we can go crank out.
all right, let's do it.
Chaos. I'm gonna go completely random right now. I'm going off the top of my head, no chat GPT, nothing, going right off the top.
Okay. All right.
Favorite sports movie of all time?
Oh man, I'm stuck between two. Can I have a tie?
Go ahead, let me hear what you got. And I'll tell you
Okay.
if it's tieable.
You might be like, wow. So Little Giants.
Okay.
I love Little Giants, dude. Growing up, the little kid with the booger bubble, bro. Like, come
Yeah.
on. You know what I'm saying? And then
The fat dude with the sandwiches in his helmet.
yeah. And then what was I gonna The Last Boy Scout.
Okay. With Damon
football.
Wayans and Bruce Willis. Yeah.
The football betting movie.
Running down the field in the first scene, gets shot in the back. Yeah. In the rain.
But I mean, dude, like, I'm sure everybody's pick would be what's it called? The football movie with Denzel Washington.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans is phenomenal. Like, how can you not put that in there?
The Sandlot.
Any Given Sunday.
Mine's actually, did you ever see the football movie, The Program?
Mm-hmm.
With Omar Epps and
the alcoholic quarterback, the cokehead steroid using lineman and stuff, dude. Oh yeah, dude.
Defense, place at the table.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. He comes out, he's got his whole face masked up like a skull, and he's jacked up, just did a steroid in the bathroom, dude. Like
that's my favorite sports movie. That, and I probably have to say The Sandlot. I also like Rookie of the Year. I just watched that recently.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That was like one of the movies that, I was already starting to be a Cubs fan, but when I saw Rookie of the Year,
I
was like, all right, I'm good. Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then there was another Chicago Cubs movie that was decent, but yeah, dude, Funky Butt Lovin', best line in a kid movie, where you hit him with the arm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know Area 51 Anthony and Upstate Anthony. His favorite sports movie of all time is probably The Mighty Ducks. If you've seen a clip he posted on the Upstate Golf Guys
that's
page,
great.
From that the other day, I was busting his chops. I said he'd be the kid that would, after he watched the movie, he told his mom to pause it and hopped on, threw his rollerblades on, and started rolling down the street. Come on, guys, let's go get him. Skating away, trying to recruit all his friends.
Skating away like Airborne, bro, down the hill.
Yeah. But, let's go next.
There's so many.
There's so many. That's the thing.
So many.
All right, next one. Favorite golfer of all time.
It's got to be. It's my Tiger Woods. There's Phil Mickelson's a close second
because of the lefty, sure.
Just because he's a lefty, and he, probably not anymore since he's aged. I can't even say that with that nasty behind the back flop shot he made in the tournament like a month ago. But his short game was nasty.
He's filthy. He really is.
Like, so I watch his short game all the time, but like the way Tiger approached the game, like he was angry. You know what I mean? Like at the game. It's like the game told him, hey, you can never beat me. And he went out there and gave it his damnedest, and he fought through. And the shots he made, everybody knows what happened with him and his wife. and then he tore his ACL in that next tournament. To my opinion, it tore when she beat his ass, and he played, but he won the tournament.
That was his
On
pride.
a torn ACL.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I love that. The no quit. I love that.
Yep.
But yeah, Phil Mickelson's short game, and even his driver today. I mean, Phil Mickelson at 54 averages like 315 carry off the tee.
Yeah. Crushes it.
That's nasty.
Yeah, I'd say for me too, it's probably Tiger and then DJ. DJ was on fire when I really first started getting into golf, and like we have a similar stature, tall, lanky. So like I really tried to like when I tried to learn how to golf and learn how to swing right-handed, I really studied what he was doing. So I'd say DJ was probably my 1B. But that's a tough one. I don't really follow enough right now. I like Koepka until I found out where he went to college, and both of us would probably not like him. He's a Florida State guy, so
When he was a junior player, my tour director, or one of my tour directors, Steve Calhoun, he's like the number one player in Florida right now out of 1,250 guys.
Yeah.
I think I'm like 175, so I'll take that. But he coached him, Koepka and juniors.
Oh, nice.
And he said he knew that he would be special then.
You could tell when kids got it. Like you could tell on the basketball court, certain guys I played with, you just knew, and you can see it now with certain kids coming up. Like they separate themselves from others, and it's the way it is. Especially at a young age, you can really tell. Baseball, you can tell who's the difference maker for sure. Baseball,
absolutely.
All right, last question. I think I might have asked you this before, but I'm going to ask it again. If you had a walk-up song to the tee box, what would it be?
I think my answer was no matter what, I win no matter what, right? So, if I had to change it up right now, I'm listening to Drew Jacobs. That he's got it's called God's Country, I believe, and it's with a Marine veteran who raps in it, and it's a country rap song, and it's actually pretty badass. So that would probably be my song coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Love my country.
That's a tough one for me. I'd like to go. My favorite song right now is still "They Not Like Us." I think it's just the beat. The beat is just so hard.
Yeah.
Like every time that shit comes on, it's like even Hank and Fairway like know the lyrics to that song at this point. You know what I mean? Because we just play it. But
that song is sick on Beat Saber, by the way, on virtual reality.
Yeah,
because I do a little virtual reality golf, so I have Beat Saber also, and that song they Ain't Like Us is on there, and that song is sick, dude.
Just crip walk wherever you are. But yeah, I guess I would say that's mine. So, Mike, man, I'm excited to see what you do here with everything. Why don't you let the listeners know where they're going to be able to find you right now with the YouTube, and then we'll get you back on for the Miami, Florida game in a few weeks, in about a month or so. We'll talk a little bit about that, and we'll update on the podcast. Let them know where they can find you on YouTube though, and then Instagram.
But on YouTube, it's GolfinLefty. And then on IG, it's GolfinLefty 22. So you can find me on either one. Please like, follow. You know, I tell people all the time, I was like, man, you don't even got to watch golf, but you're on my friends list, so you might as well just support me, support you. You know,
that's what I'm saying, man. If a friend supports a friend, it goes a long way, and it don't cost nothing to hit like. So like, subscribe, share, follow GolfinLefty, follow the Pitch Putt and Puff. Follow the Upstate Golf Guys, Conspiracy Chaos. You can find us everywhere. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this bonus episode with GolfinLefty, Florida Mike. Check us out on the next episode. Is going to be tomorrow with a preview for the upcoming weekend. We'll talk to you then. Peace.
Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burton Bogies, hole in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team.